The Lemp Mansion, echoes of the dynasty. The Foundation of Opulence. The air in St. Louis in the late 19th century was thick with the rich, yeasty aroma of success, and no family bottled that success quite like the Lemps. William Lemp Sr. had built an empire from the froth of lager, turning Western Brewery into a titan of industry and cementing the family name in Gilded Age royalty. Their lives were draped in velvet mahogany and cascading crystal chandeliers. Yet, beneath the polished marble floors of the grand Lemp Mansion, a darker current stirred. The family palace in Benton Park was a sprawling labyrinth of luxury, but was also built upon limestone caves, the very natural refrigerators that brewed their fortune. As the family grew in wealth and stature, so did their eccentricities. William Sr. was a man of immense ambition, but also a quiet isolation, retreating into a world where business dictated human connection. Prosperity, however, is a fragile vessel. When the first cracks appeared in the Lemp dynasty, they did not shatter softly. They echoed to the hallowed halls like a struck bell. The sudden tragic death of his beloved son, Frederick, struck William Sr. with a grief so profound it fractured his iron resolve. The grand mansion, once echoing with laughter and clinking glasses, began to feel less like a palace and more like a mausoleum. The foundations of the empire were strong, but the family foundation was beginning to crumble from within. The cascading shadows. Grief in the Lemp household was not a private affair. It was a lingering shadow that draped over every portrait and hallway. Following the passing of William Sr., the mantle of the brewing empire fell upon his children, but the weight proved suffocating. In 1904, inside a private room of the mansion, William Lemp Jr. discovered his father's lifeless body, a devastating suicide that sent shockwaves across Missouri. The tragedy seemed to unlock a generational curse. The once untouchable family was now hunted by despair, depression, and untimely deaths. Elsa Lemp, known for her striking beauty and quiet melancholy, met a tragic end under mysterious circumstances inside her own home. The brewery, once a booming powerhouse, faced a devastating blow of prohibition, stripping away the family's lifeblood and leaving them with a hollowed-out shell of their former empire. Whispers among the servants began to change. They spoke of cold spots in the grand ballroom, of heavy footsteps pacing the upper corridors late at night, and of a weeping presence near the master bedroom. The mansion was no longer just a monument to wealth. It was a sanctuary for restless spirits who refused to let go of their sorrow. The Lemp name, synonymous with triumph, was becoming legendary for tragedy. The secret room and the gilded cage. As the decades pressed on, the Lemp Mansion grew quieter, inhabited by fewer family members and burdened by heavier secrets. Among the most haunting tales of the estate is that of the monkey-faced boy, a secret family member hidden away from the world in the attic rooms, shielded from public scandal and Victorian shame. Though historians debate the absolute truth of the legend, the energy of those secluded spaces remains heavy, thick with the sorrow of a forgotten life. Charles Lemp, the last of the brothers to reside in the mansion, lived out his final years as a recluse surrounded by boarded-up memories and fading glory. In 1949, Charles took his own life in a bedroom upstairs, leaving behind a chilling note that spoke of exhaustion and despair. The grand estate was sold off, transitioned from a family home into a chaotic boarding house, and eventually abandoned to the relentless march of time. Yet, the walls remembered. Visitors and paranormal investigators who walked through the dilapidated rooms reported doors slamming on their own, piano keys playing phantom melodies in empty parlors, an overwhelming sense of suffocating grief. The Lemp Mansion had transformed from a living monument of luxury into a permanent portal for the souls who could not find peace in life or death. Echoes of the dynasty. Today, the Lemp Mansion stands proudly as a historic landmark, operating as a restaurant in one of America's most famous haunted destinations. But beneath its charming Victorian facade and flickering gas lamps, the past is never truly gone. Guests sleeping in the historic suites often report heavy breathing in the dark, sudden drops in temperature, and a distinct feeling of being watched by unseen eyes standing just at the edge of the bed. The spirits of William Sr., William Jr., and Charles still seem bound to the limestone foundation where their empire was born. It is as if the dynasty's overwhelming ambition and tragic undoing left a permanent imprint on the very fabric of the architecture. Every creak of the floorboards and every whisper in the hallway tells a story of triumph swallowed whole by sorrow. The Lemp Mansion remains a haunting reminder that true luxury cannot outlast a fractured soul. Though the beer barrels are long empty and the brewing empire has faded into history, the echoes of the Lemp dynasty endure, a timeless ghost story written in the heart of St. Louis, waiting patiently for the next visitor to walk through its doors. Hello, everyone. I am reaching out today because I want to share a quick, personal update with you all. Many of you know me as the voice behind these stories of hauntings and mysteries. But there is something you might not know. I am 81 years old, and I am the sole career behind every video you see on this channel. I love diving into the archives and bringing these dark legends to life for you. But I won't lie, managing this creative journey at my age can be a real challenge. I am putting my heart into every project, but I cannot keep this channel growing without your help. I am asking for your support today. If you have enjoyed the stories I've shared, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who loves good mystery as much as you do. Your subscription is more than just a number to me. It is a sign that you value the hard work I put into this, and it is exactly what keeps me motivated to keep creating new video here. Let's keep exploring this channel.